Hello everyone, Bogdan is here, and today I wanted to discuss a special topic. It's about affiliate negotiations. So the negotiation take a special place in affiliate marketing. It is where all the things come together, and we expect that this shall be a focus of our team's efforts. So we know that negotiation is very important. And so, what is negotiations? Actually, is the way we allocate some scarce resources. So this is the way we want to fight for it or try to cooperate. So this is why we have those distributive negotiations, and the other ways we have um, the other term that I have forgot right now. It's cooperative. Well, yeah. So now, what's important is that we always respect the outcome, and there can be objective outcome as well as the subjective value of the negotiations itself. So, what's special about this topic when we mean the affiliate marketing in online gambling sphere? Well, first of all, we know that in the gambling, when we try to do affiliate marketing, there's a great degree of uncertainty. We don't actually know much about the counterparty. We don't know much about the whole scene and the stuff. So first is when we start negotiation, we are uncertain about the future results. We don't know what is the actual value. Did we strike a good deal once it is finished, or it is not something that we wanted to do? And the uncertainty about the future results give us the necessity for some indexes, for some intuition or whatever you call it. So we have to somehow arrive at the conclusion whether or not it's fine for us. So uncertainty is like a fog here in this business, and we don't know the definition of done, the definition of good here. The second idea is that the very type of bargaining is mostly online. So we do negotiation online. We don't see face to face, and we don't, at times, we don't know the person we're talking to, as compared to, for example, things we do in conferences or other businesses. So it also adds up to some the fractional idea of this negotiation. We are not really wholesome when we do it. There's a lot of uncertainty, we don't know people, and we almost always interact online. And the third thing that is descriptive on online affiliate marketing bargaining, especially in casino gambling sphere, is that we have a great deal of information asymmetry here. So it means, in plain words, that we don't know much about the counterparty, and the other party doesn't know much about ourselves. So we actually lack a lot of data here, especially the objective one. We also have some stuff that we use in terms of search engine traffic evaluation, like say Alexa in history, similar web, SEMrush, Ahrefs, and so on, so on. But it's not that precise. It's very conditional because it's been implied on this on the very software that predicts the traffic and so on, so on. So it's really not that accurate. And also, we may use competitive analysis and traffic analysis tools, but it also doesn't bring us very much closer to the objective reality. And most importantly, is that on the part of the publisher, we don't actually know the performance data whatsoever. So when you are online casino operator, you would normally ask your publisher to give away all the data from Google Analytics, everything that he has, starting from the geographies, overall traffic, and then ending up with bounce rates, average time on page, and so on and so on. But when it comes the otherwise, the publication would rarely ask you for your performance data in terms of conversion rates, and also we are really hard. We have really hard times establishing the trustworthiness of our partner. So really, there's a big deal of information asymmetry, which boils down to saying we don't know our partner, we don't know how it works, how she works right now, and we know even less about how she works in the future. So it brings us to the conclusion that the very idea of online gambling market is very lucrative to affiliate relationship of affiliate marketing. Yeah, it's obvious. But also it again emphasizes the point that we are most of the time strolling in the dark. We don't know with whom it's better to communicate and establish a negotiation. So when it comes to the very thing of negotiation, we have to be aware that it is both a strategic interaction, so rational activity based on our interests, and also it has a very strong psychological imprint on people that really engage in these negotiations. So once again, we are having a hard time to arriving at what is the good deal here. And the objective outcomes and subjective psychological value of this negotiation of the deal are really something to really measure. So what I'm trying to say is that the subjective value of negotiation here in online casino gambling sphere is very specific. I think we must pay greater attention to it because of three reasons. First, it has a good in itself. It's really good for the people who work here. It's good for self-esteem. It's good for your apprehension of yourself as a affiliate manager or a lead. Secondly, the subjective value of negotiation is important because it actually give you an intuition of how to see through and how to predict about the future objective outcomes. When you develop this intuition, it will greatly support your daily work. And it also comes from subjective value of negotiation, subjective things that you pick away from negotiation, that you try to see through these signals in your daily negotiation. And third point here is that maybe the subjective value of negotiation is a good predictor of the objective value of it in the future. So what exactly I mean by subjective side? As I was saying, the objectives are really simple. So we know, is it a good deal or not? Is it close to our cost of customer acquisition index? Yeah, it's actually it's lower, so it's fine. The deal is fine. We have this objective value. So now another thing is that the value of the contract, the annual cost value of the contract. Okay, it's subjective value also. The very ability to win, to subdue your counterpart in negotiation is something objective also. But when it comes to subjective thing, we have to stress that it's about a little different set of things, a set of values here. So I'm turning the page. So we must understand that the subjective side of the negotiation deals not so much with instrumental outcome. Have we won what we consider winning, but mostly about the feelings about ourselves as a negotiator. Am I saving my face, or am I doing the right thing as I think I am? About the rapport, about the process of negotiation. So, and am I being listened to, where my concerns addressed, and so on and so on. And also the relationship side of the negotiation. So it tells about how we're feeling about the trust we're building, about the business rapport, about the future things we can we come back to this negotiation in the future, maybe in the future life, professional. So as we decided, there may be three things that are good in the subjective side of negotiation, and that we might want to take from here and develop, is that the value, the good in itself. So subjective side of negotiation is something good. When we think about our affiliate programs, I've been down this road for many years already. I know that there's a high emotional burnout rate on the part of affiliate managers. So it's really important to understand this subjective side. It has a good in itself. So when you do, and when you try to establish your negotiations like this, you are really trying to be nice with people, trying to be comfortable in your communication style and so on. So we all subscribe to that it's important to be treated with respect. So when we maintain this level of respect in our daily negotiation, we do the good in itself for us. And we also need, everybody of us need the social appraisal and the social approval of what we do, the appreciation of our work. So if we maintain this necessary level of appreciation, of respect, of value of each other, so we do something good for ourselves in our daily work. It reduces the emotional burnout rate, and it also helps to maintain people within a team. So it reduces the skip rate and so on. So now the second idea is about intuition, about the future objective outcome. So when we try to pay more attention to subjective value here, we develop this very intuition that helps us glimpse through the fog of uncertainty and to be really sensitive whether or not it's the intuition tells, yeah, it's a good partner, we want to work with him or her. So so much for the intuition is that it's really necessary, because we cannot decide, we don't know how do we ever know if we succeeded in this very round of negotiation or not. We don't know the definition of good, as I was saying previously. So most of the time negotiation would rely on this subjective intuition, and to the extent that we rely on it to evaluate how good we were. So whether or not my intuition tells me that I was good in this negotiation. Yeah, if it tells, so then I'm fine. It really helps me understand myself in this role and the future outcomes also. And it's also fine if the subjective value, what I think, how it has been done, mirrors the intuition about the performance. So I feel that I was good, but also I feel that my partner will bring me and my business some great money in the future. So if these things mirror each other, it means that we develop this intuition and we really are predicting a good performance in the future. So, and the third idea here is that our subjective value is a fine predictor of future objective value. So it's a very legitimate one. So when we talk about it, we have to think that There's a direct connection between subjective value, how we feel about ourselves, about business, property, about everything here, and the future objective value on the next period of our professional life. If you increase the subjective value here, the more favorable reputation you earn, the greater relations you build here, the more money you will earn here and then in the future. So there's a very direct connection, direct link here. So this side, it increases the favorable reputation of yours. It also increases, if the subjective value has been built, so it increases the motivation for future negotiation with this particular partner. And also it forces the concerns of other party. So we really care about her or him. And it fosters the information sharing. So if we build this necessary apprehension of ourselves, of our business relations, of the rapid of the process, if we are fine with this, if we're comfortable and it's good for us, so the subjective value has been built, so it then increases our motivation, our favorable reputation, and also fosters the concern of other people, and also increases the information sharing within these particular relations. So maintaining a good relationship is an effective strategy in the long run for the long-term cooperation, which is really important in our affiliate marketing business, So if you remember, there's prisoner's dilemma in game theory. So this is a game where people may play iteratively. So if there can be several strategies here, from most selfish one to most cooperative one. But the strategy that is called tit for tat, so I give you here, and you give me here, that when you mirror the moves of your partner or your counterpart in this game, this particular strategy called tit for tat is the most effective in the long run. So it is actually an epitome of this subjective value. So we try to build up our cooperation to be self-respective, respective of the other person. Try to give the invest in the process of cooperation, in our apprehension of ourselves, and also in the we are not trying to win away something here in the first place, because this is not a zero-sum game. So when we build it up, so then we are really stationed for a good long-term progress of our relations. So this is very important thing also, because we know that there's been a high rate of people that move from one place of another in our business, and I've been hiring lots of affiliate managers and also dismissing some of them too. So I know that one of the most valuable assets here is the reputation and relationship. When she moves down to another place and then she contacts you, say, "Here, I have changed my place of job," the first thing that I ask, "Are you happy here? How do you say it's good for you?" And you know what they answer? They answer, "Yeah, the conversion rate is really good here." So maybe it's ironical, but people are really cautious about this subjective apprehension of ourselves. Am I doing a legitimate job? Am I trying to strike the real, the fair balance with you? So she really values the relationship that she has built. This is why she remembers of this conversion rate, because she wanna be really instrumental for in this business. On the top of her great subjective qualities, of her great values that she has built with us, or on the whole, the relationship side, she's now conscious about the conversion rate and other structural things, because she want to be instrumental. She want to be legitimate, because this is the building blocks of the self-esteem. So it starts with subjective values and goes to subjective value, because when people change the job, they want to maintain this relation, and they want to bring more to the network. And it also really boils down and stays together once we have a great feeling of ourselves, when we understand we're doing legitimate things, we're doing the things we do with respect, and also we are being fair, and what we do, the balance is going to be equity. So we are not trying to fool each other. So this is probably so much for today, and the topic was here about the subjective side of the business negotiation in affiliate marketing. I hope you have liked this one, and if you do, please give your comments here and subscribe to my channel. I'll be doing it for you more. Thank you very much. Bye.